General elections held yesterday, September 3rd, have been very unfavorable to the People's National Party. As in all undertakings such as this, the ultimate responsibility must rest with the leader of the party. Accordingly, I consider it my duty to demit office as president of the party, and I have written to the chairman of the People's National Party.
Hello, JPU family. Welcome to another episode. Guys, you are looking at images from the PNP headquarters the night of election after Mark Golding made his concession speech. It's been 4 days since the election, and there's some new developments emerging regarding what is next for the PNP. We know what is next for the Jamaica Labour Party, but there's some rumblings going on within the PNP among supporters asking, is Mark Golding going to stay? Guys, guess what? The plan is that Mark Golding is going to stay. Mark Golding should not step down. While you have others who are saying, no, that is ridiculous. We want to win elections. He's already faced the electorate. He lost, and now he must go because Portia Simpson Miller had to go. Dr. Phillips went without being forced. I mean, he was being forced before he even faced the electorate. But why should Mark Golding stay? The ones who oppose Mark Golding staying is making the point that Dayton Campbell was one of the loudest voices that if Peter Phillips cannot win, then he must step aside now and allow another man to take over.
Just take out who in there if them can't win and put in somebody who can win. If you put the interest of the PNP first, then you should have just step aside now and allow another man to take over.
So, make we look on it objectively now. If some of the PNP, them are say Mark Golding for stay, the ones who are of the opinion that he should stay, they are basically saying they are willing to accept Mark Golding being the first opposition leader to be in opposition 10 straight years, okay? After being defeated. They are willing to accept that on the premise that Mark Golding brought the PNP from 14 seats to 28 seats. In my opinion, guys, a win is a win, a loss is a loss. Just like how if Andrew Holness and the JLP did win by 1 seat, 1 vote, a win is a win. If you lose by 1 seat, 1 vote, a loss is a loss. The PNP lost to the JLP. The JLP got 7 more seats than the PNP, and a loss is a loss. We don't care about the mathematics where the PNP are do, saying that Mark Golding brought it from this to that. It does not matter. None of it matters. The point is, the JLP will be forming the government. The PNP will not. They will be sitting on the opposition benches because the PNP lost the election. So the people them now who oppose this, they're asking, what is so special about Mark Golding? Why is it that when Peter Phillips, Portia Simpson Miller lost, everybody was saying, listen, you lost, it's time for you to go because we want to win. Why is it that they were subjected to that, but Mark Golding should sit there for 10 years in opposition after his defeat? What I am learning, guys, is that the Rise United faction, the Dayton Campbell, Peter Bunting and those guys, they are okay with Mark Golding staying there for 10 years. But you see the people who are PNP and they conformed to the Rise United movement, now that the election is over, they are seeing a rude awakening. They are realizing that it was never about them, the PNP, the future of the PNP or anything. They are very upset. They're very angry. In fact, they are of the view now that all Rise United wanted to do was to get back the seats that they sabotaged in 2020 to come back and fully control the party. But are we to believe that these people were tricked? I mean, people have been saying this for years, that what they're doing is phasing out the PNP and run with the original PNP people and use this Rise United dominance control to control the PNP. I've always been of the opinion that these people don't care about winning an election. They don't care about forming government. They only care about one thing, and that is to have control of the People's National Party. That is it. And that's why you have that faction saying that, hey, we're okay with Mark Golding staying for 10 years. He can even stay for 15 or 20 years in opposition after being defeated. So the manipulation argument that they say is being used now is that, hey, we brought the PNP from 14 seat to 28 seat, and now we have a stronger opposition, and we're going to win in 2030. Mighty God of Daniel, man. That is the talking point now that the risers them are try use upon the PNP people them who are say Mark Golding for go on. But I am smiling and wondering, is Don Anderson and polls gonna be a part of their, strategy going forward? Because they're gonna need a pollster, right, to convince people that they are, viable. But listen, the JLP, wanna take note. Look at what is happening. Wanna have an opposition leader who wanna just beat, who will highly likely stay there another 5 years. What are you going to do with that information? How are you going to take advantage of that to secure a fourth term? I told you guys that yesterday, that the fourth term is there. Now that we are learning some new information, that Mark Golding is going to be there after being defeated, this should give you some insights as to how you proceed, as to how you carry on the business of the Jamaican people, how you engage these people in the parliament, outside of the parliament, how you plan the next 5 years. Okay? So this is good. I am very glad to be learning that the risers or the PNP are planning to keep Mark Golding there throughout the next term. I anticipate that you're going to see more people leave the PNP, because I see the people who are complaining, say them don't want him to stay there. They're not going to stay and fight with these people. They're going to end up leaving. So you are going to see the PNP base dwindle. That's number one. You're also going to see the PNP become even more unpopular, because we know Mark Golding is not popular. Plus, he just lost an election. Neither him, nor the Bunting, nor the Dayton Campbell, nor the McGregor, them not popular. You understand? So them going to become more unpopular, which I think will give the JLP an opportunity to become more popular if they play their cards right. I got a few videos in my messages this morning where, one of the mouthpieces of the PNP publicly stated that, we know say everybody are going to call for Mark Golding go now. Mark Golding should not go. He should stay, because such and such opposition leader in a such and such country was there for 10 years and became the prime minister. And I'm saying, wow, okay. Well, newsflash, Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party as they are now, this Mark Golding, this PNP, will not sit out 10 years and become no Prime Minister of Jamaica, because Andrew Holness is going to perform. He just proved that performance can be a deciding factor where voters are concerned. So, guys, this is going to be a very interesting 5 years ahead, and the next election will be even more exciting than the one we just finished. This is Jamaica Politics Uncovered, guys. Give this video a thumbs up. Share it with somebody. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Let me know what you think in the chat.